Hey, hey, hey. We live. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Get some sun in here. Hey, everybody. I'm Tay, founder of Go Glam and Miss Tay's Good Hair Day. Getting started today for Where They At Wednesday. I have a very special guest today, Mr. Joshua with Entice. Oh, and he's already on here. Hey, we out here. All right. Hey, Peach. Thank you for tuning in. All right.
Can you
Hey.
hear me? Can you hear me?
I can. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Good. Hey.
How are you? You looking
Good.
nice.
Thank you for coming on. Huh?
You looking nice.
Well,
Looking
thank you. I
beautiful.
tried to, get a little razzle dazzle, fade my 5 o'clock shadow a little bit, brush it back. One time for the one time. Hi, Stacy. Okay. So we got a couple of people in here. Let's get started. I'm here with Joshua with Where They At Wednesday today. He is the founder of Earth Entice Teas. I love Joshua.
Oh,
And hey, Free. Okay, we out here. So Joshua owns Earth and Tice Teas. This is a herbal tea company. I met him, what was it, 3 years ago now?
maybe something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. In a business prep program.
Hmm.
I came in with no product. He came in with the product, just developing his business plan. So he was already on the roll
Hmm.
here. It'd be like that. So, Joshua, where are you right now?
I'm actually in Atlanta right now.
Okay.
I'm here to produce more product. But
Mm.
after I do that, I'll be flying back in Portland on Sunday. So here to visit my family to make sure with all this pandemic stuff, you know,
Yes.
that they're okay and, make some tea while I'm here and that type of thing. So,
So how did you get started in the tea business? Let's I know that you're in healthcare, you're a traveling nurse,
mhm.
and with that I know you see a whole lot. Um did the tea come first and then the healthcare, or did the healthcare then the tea come first? How did that work out? How'd you get started?
So actually the healthcare came first. I'm actually in the dialysis field, and people who
Oh.
are familiar with dialysis, that is people who have end-stage renal disease or kidney failure who have to go on
Hmm.
the machine all the time to get their blood cleaned. And so the
Hmm.
top two causes are hypertension, which is high blood pressure, and diabetes. And so
Mm.
at the time, my diet was vegetarian, which I'm a vegetarian again, and I wanted to focus more on what herbs would heal the body, what good sugars that people can consume that are low in glycemic, and so my focus became more on the low glycemic sugars. So
Yeah.
I wanted to come out with a beverage to promote the knowledge that I know. So it started from there, but I'm doing loose leaf as my first project right now. So.
Okay. So with that, with starting to do noticing the need, number one, because that's usually where we start noticing a need and like, okay, people need some help. What can we do to help them? What was your next step to figure out how to create a beverage, how to learn about the teas and the herbs and stuff? Like, what did you do with that? Because that's always interesting to me. Like, how do you learn about that type of stuff?
Well, I started to follow up. I started with agave nectar, of course. A lot of people know that agave nectar is a low glycemic sugar, and so
Yeah.
I actually just started playing with that for a while and fixing it in my house and inviting friends over, and they would come and drink it and enjoy it. And how else did I get started in that? So I went to a tea sommelier class as well to learn about different types of teas, and it was held in San Francisco and also in San Diego. So I went to San Francisco and San Diego to learn about different teas and stuff as well. So,
Oh, wow. So there was a whole school. So you have the healthcare background. You're working with these people in dialysis. You're like, there's a need. You were already, recognizing in yourself that health is wealth. And then you're like, let me see what's popping and learn. So I didn't know that there was a school that you could go to learn about teas.
you know
Like,
what? It's funny. I didn't either until I went to like a cafe in what is that, Santa Cruz. And
hmm
the gentleman that owned the tea cafe, he was a tea master. And I was like, what is a tea master? And so I started looking into it more. And I went to the school and learned more about it myself. I thought it was pretty cool.
wow. That's dope. Because I know that there's a herbalist. I had Dr. Candy Lewis Williams on there, and she's a master herbalist.
Right?
And
Awesome.
her products are natural and they help with the inside out. She's also a naturopathic doctor. And I think that those two, what you're doing and what she does, totally go hand in hand. Like, I think that a lot of us are learning really that health is wealth. Like, no matter what you can acquire, if you're not around to really, if you're not around to be able to do, if you're not around, you can't do nothing. It don't matter what you have. It don't matter what you plan to do. If you're not around, you can't do anything. So I think that's fantastic. And I'm a tea drinker. I'll do things like um, boil me up some water and throw some ginger root
Oh,
and
some
some oregano
grass in
oil
there. I
and key
overheard
lime.
last time.
I'm like, what you doing? Drinking my ginger root, oregano oil, key lime tea? Because I mean, it makes me feel good. It tastes good. I mean, it's fresh. I don't have to question what's in it. So that's important too. Because we go to the store also and we'll buy stuff and we're like, oh, it's tea, it's good, it's natural. But how do you know what's really working for your body or even what's in it? So the fact that you're doing loose leaf teas, what's the difference between a loose leaf tea and a bottle tea?
So loose leaf tea is, of course, you would use the actual loose leaf without it being in a bag. Loose leaf is just like how it sounds. It's not bagged up,
Mhm.
it's not contained, so it's loose leaf. It's a
Okay.
whole leaf, more so when people use loose leaf. Bottled tea, of course, is beverage, of course, in
So one you steep yourself and one is steeped and packaged
already
in.
steeped, yeah, in package. Um, it's better to use loose leaf tea, of course, because they're saying that, tea bags is nothing but dust and, the residue from the loose leaf, and they throw it in the tea bag. So it's
Mm.
better to use loose leaf tea.
Okay.
I agree with
What
that.
challenges have you encountered in this? I mean, I don't know any of us that are in the tea business that I know of. Have you encountered any challenges, like really learning the ropes, or are people open to sharing with you? How are you navigating the business side of it?
So, it is a little bit difficult, even though I have ran into other African American businesses that sell tea, like Brooklyn Tea. They're a good
Oh,
tea company as well that I like to follow as, competition, of course, but at the same time, learn from them because they're a little bit ahead of what I'm doing. And
absolutely.
I think when you're starting a business, as far as like an entrepreneur, it's the setting up of your business. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Sole proprietorship, LLC. You have to determine what type of business that you're going to be. Then you hear about like these umbrella, like how to position your business as far as like umbrella form, um, starting as a business being a holding company, and then so forth. So, for instance, if your business were to get sued, you would have a holding company that would get sued instead of your company directly.
So
Stuff like
uh-huh.
that people need to learn when they're doing a business. Also, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Something just happened.
Hello?
Give me a second.
No worries. I can hear you.
You can hear me? I can barely hear you.
Um, but what else did I want to say? Also, with when you're trying to get product together, as far as what fits your product, material wise, like
Uh-huh.
eco-friendly stuff, it's difficult sometimes too because a lot of these companies want you to be a bigger company. Like we'll
Uh-huh.
sell you like 50,000 of a product for you to get started, and it's like, but I'm a startup company. I don't need 50,000. Yes, but can you hear me now? Because it may be my service in here.
Nope, I got you. I can hear you now. Someone had called in and it messed up my whole little whoop wop I had going on. But I
Oh,
got you
okay.
back now. Hey.
So I'm moving around a little bit until it starts raining because it's about to rain out here.
Oh no, oh no, you sound great. Everything's fine. Okay. Oh, and I
So
like that extra natural
what did
light
you
on you.
miss? Because um I didn't want you to miss what I was saying.
Yeah, so I heard you say how you're going to structure your company, the umbrella ones. If you get sued, then it'll do the main company and not yours. And
Hmm.
then that a lot of the companies want you to be a bigger company before dealing with you and selling you things. I actually encountered that same thing when it comes to wanting to buy products for Go Glam and for the things that I'm doing too. They're like, okay, well, it needs a minimum of $10,000 purchase and all this different
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like, I'm a small business. How I get going without getting going. You know, that's like saying, well, you need to have 10 years experience for this entry level job. Bruh, how do I get experience without experience? Come on. You
Right.
know, where they do that at? You know, well, they do it here. That's where they do it. But it's interesting. So if someone wanted to purchase from you, where can we reach you?
So eetees.com is my website, and you can purchase from there. Um,
Okay.
yeah, just go on. I sell to anybody, retailers too. I'm a distributor
Oh,
to spas, restaurants. Um, yeah,
that's good to
I
know. So
can
you have
sponsor.
commercial and retail stuff. So that's good to know
Right.
also because when I open my little facility, we plan to have a little beverage station. So I'm going to go on there myself. I actually mentioned it to my cousin already because we're going in together to
Okay.
have some of your tea there. Um, I mean, I would rather, if I'm gonna spend the money, I would rather have it with us. You know my heart.
Plus, before I forget, I wanted to say that anybody that's tuning in, if you go on my website and go under contact us and put in your information and then put in I'm from Where They At Wednesdays. Now give me my free sample. I'll be happy to send you or mail you free samples.
Ooh,
Whoever's tuning in right now too. So
so y'all got treats coming. Look at that for tuning in.
no,
So if
I can
you
give
go
you some
to
free samples.
EETs, hi, I'm here for the samples. Thank you. That's the letter E, T's, TEAS, all together,
.com.
.com.
Yeah.
EETs.com. That's earthenticeteas.com. EETs. So if you go there and let them know that you tuned in from Where They At Wednesday, you'll get your free sample package. And I've had some of his product, and first off, I love it. It's cute. Your logo, your packaging, the website is clean and gorgeous.
Thank you.
Like very easy to navigate, very professional. I love it. So boo, I need to. Nobody ever loves me this much. Why is my phone going off like that? So, like,
I'm sending
so
love out your way.
EETs, right? Since when? Since when? I be alone all these times. I bet you it's somebody about some hair. People are getting restless out here. They're like, look, we've been shut down trying to wait all this time. So EETs, EETEAS.com. And if you let him know that you're purchasing and you tune in to Where They At Wednesday, then he'll give you the free sample pack. I am really wanting to see how I can help get you in some retailers. I
Me,
think that
me
that would be
too.
good. The spas, the hotels. Yeah, the spas and the hotels, some bed and breakfasts, some stuff like that. Because I see those teas, different teas everywhere, and it's usually Lipton.
I know. But I can provide
Right.
the nice organic. All my stuff is organic. I make sure,
Mm.
you know, that's how my company started off with just the rawness and the freshness of my product. I really,
I mean, yeah, that's the point. I mean, you're seeing people with health issues. You don't treat sickness with crap. Like, I can't make you better with crap. Crap is what got you in the situation. I'm here to help. And I love that about you because that was the whole thing that when we were in the business prep course, you're like, no, this is about health. I'm a nurse. Like, this is caring for people is what I do, you know? And I love that. Are you planning on coming back to
You're
the West
freezing.
Coast anytime soon? Am I? Can you see me
Well,
now?
you're moving now. It comes and goes.
Are you planning on coming to the West Coast anytime soon?
Yes, I do when this pandemic thing is over, because I have some people that I have to visit, and so yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. So
Okay. Well, I hope to see you.
I
Oh,
can't
Kelly
set a
said
date.
ordering now.
I
Huh?
can't set a date quite yet, but because I know
That's all right. Can't none
uh,
of us set a date.
I'll be in Portland until July, but so
Okay.
maybe after in between there, we'll see. With this pandemic thing, it's kind of hard to, say. So.
Yeah. So then you have also, since I know you don't just have one flavor, what type of flavors and teas do you have on there? Or do you have formulas that work for different stuff? Tell us about the product.
So right now, my loose leaves, I have white tea, which is a nice. That's why I'm here to make some fresh white tea. I'm out. That seems to be one of the popular ones. Um,
Mm.
I have some nice green teas, nice fresh greens, English breakfast, Earl Grey. My rare ones are purple and yellow tea. Those are the ones that
Uh-huh.
I really will be trying to push out more, just because they're a little bit different. They're rare, a little bit more on the pricier side. But I gotta have something that stands me out from other tea companies. So the purple and yellow
Absolutely.
tea. Those are actually good for high teas, afternoon teas. Very
Mm.
exquisite. So yeah.
That sounds nice. Do you do like I know they do like wine and cheese pairings. What goes good with tea?
Pastries. I always love pastries with teas. It depends.
Mm-hmm.
The rice teas, like the Genmaicha teas, if you go on my
Mm-hmm.
website, it'll kind of tell you a little bit. Like I have teas for sushi that they serve in sushi restaurants, which I also distribute to as well.
Oh,
Um,
good.
those are good for sushi teas. The other ones, I like pastries. I love
Uh-huh.
breads and cakes and stuff. And so, of course, your black teas with milk, they go well with
Mm-hmm.
pastries. Those are my favorites.
Which one of your teas go good with hot wings? Because that's more my flavor, hot wings and tater skins and stuff. Which one goes with that? Like a
So
white
you can
tea?
make the nice black tea, but without the milk, but put the sugar and the lemon in there. So that goes.
Okay, I prefer. I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do
I
that one
got you.
because I'm more of a spicy, savory kind of girl.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
like cold brews too, which I'm also going to be pushing out cold brews teas. And so
Ooh.
I like black tea with dinner as well too. So green tea,
Okay.
black teas. Yeah.
Okay, cold brew. So that's what's coming up next. So that'll be like a
Projects that I'm working on. I can't hear you now. You're moving, but I can't really hear
I can
you.
see your mouth, but I can't hear you.
See, I can't hear you.
Dang. Boo,
I
connection.
can hear you now. I can hear you now.
You can hear me? I still can't hear you. I just read your lips.
Oh,
I'm nosy, so
what?
I've done learned to read lips a little bit.
Aw, that sucks. You can't hear
Okay, we
me.
still got people in here. I hope they can hear us.
I
Okay,
know.
Freeze Unique Design. She heard you. Kelly said she's ordering now. Okay. We
That's
out
what's
here.
up. I
Make
really
sure you
appreciate
guys
you. That's
go to
nothing but blessings.
eeps.com. Let him know that you found out from where they at Wednesday, and he'll give you the free sample and send that out to you. Subscribe to his website. I don't know why this is acting like this. Oh, reception. It's the principalities in the air. They're trying to keep us apart.
I can't hear you. I
You
can't hear
can't hear
you.
me, huh? Let's close out and start again. Let me call you right back.
You said what? What you say?